Welcome to Paratalk with the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers. Hair-raising, spine-tingling evidence covering the full supernatural spectrum. UFOs, cryptozoology, paranormal encounters. Have an experience to share? Call now, 865-264-0448. That's 865-264-0448. And now, here's your host, Stephen Brown, with fellow ETGS members, Steve Wiseman, Andrea Brown, and Jesse Arms. Welcome to Paratalk.
Okay, we are back.
We're back.
2 days in a row.
I know, that's crazy.
It's kind of cool.
It is cool.
And as you can tell, I have just creepy, ominous music playing in the background.
Yes, you do.
And I have that playing for a reason.
What reason would that be?
Because it's been so freaking scary trying to get this podcast going tonight.
I know, and you know what else is scary?
Nina in your lap trying to lick the microphone?
Well, that too. But this is also the second one in a row that we haven't had Steve or Jesse with us.
Try again, dumbass.
I'm telling you, the podcast is possessed tonight.
I think it is.
I didn't even hit that button.
That's crazy.
All right. I'm excited about tonight's podcast, though.
I know. This is something that you've been looking forward to forever.
Since we started the podcast. Because, I mean, honestly, I think I'm the only one in the team that's super into cryptozoology.
Well, you know, there's a lot of things that I take interest in. Mm-hmm. I am interested in cryptozoology. I haven't, I guess, had enough experience in it and done enough research in it to be as involved in that. And that's not something that we regularly deal with.
No.
Because, well, you know, it's cryptozoology, and that's just one of those paranormal things.
Yeah. I mean, see, I have been obsessed with the whole Bigfoot thing since I was a kid and saw the video from back in the 50s or 60s from that 8mm camera.
I loved Harry and the Hendersons.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now we can use this.
Wrong. Try again, dumbass.
Now it fits. But, yeah, I've always been obsessed with Bigfoot. I mean, just the thought of how so many people have seen what they claim to be Bigfoot, yet there's still no scientific proof, which there's no scientific proof that spirits exist either.
Well, that is what we in this field are trying to accomplish, is to prove, to get this scientific evidence. That's why we, you know, people that are looking for Bigfoot, they are out there. They are actively searching, and any kind of lead that they get, they go. Just like us. Just like us in the spirit part of the paranormal field. Right. You know, I mean, all this stuff is paranormal. And every bit of evidence is just one step closer. Yeah, yeah. So I'm excited to talk to our guest tonight. And our guest, by the way, is Jackie Krohn. She's from Indiana. Jackie had her first experience when she was 14 years old. That's crazy. I'm not sure if she's had any experiences since then, but still, experiencing something at 14 years old. Well, I'd be running like a scared little girl. Yeah, I mean, because I was a scared little girl at 14. Yeah, I wasn't, but I probably would have. Yeah. She's a member of the North American Bigfoot Hunters Research Organization, the Indiana division. That's a big name. That's a big mouthful. Yeah, and I'm proud of myself for getting all that out and not stuttering over the words. Yeah, I'm growing up. Proud of you. I'm growing up. Well, and if you guys can't tell, once again, you know, we don't have Steve and Jesse here,
No.
but we hope to have at least Steve with us on our next one.
Yes, and because our next one is one where we're being interviewed.
Yes, I
Totally,
know. How crazy is that?
Different for us. I mean, the last time we were interviewed was on the radio,
I know. We'll be
not
on
a podcast.
We'll be on the flip side.
We'll be on the flip side. Yeah, so the girls from Vag. I love saying that.
You're a goober.
Yeah, but they're going to be interviewing us Monday night, and hopefully they'll get all that edited and posted soon. I know they're having a little trouble today with the podcast they did last night. They messaged me earlier.
Well,
But,
that kind of goes along with what's going on with our podcast.
Yeah,
Today is just kind of like one of those kooky.
Yeah, because we get in here and like my normal soundboard is on the iPad. Last night when we left this room, the iPad had like 62% battery left on it.
And we
with
don't
nothing
use
running.
it.
Yeah, we use it for the
this.
podcast, and that's it. And usually 62% battery with it, with the cover closed on it and the screen off, it'll last 2 weeks.
Right.
No problem. It has several times.
Several times.
And we come in here and get started tonight, and it's not working. The battery's totally dead. Then where we were plugging it up, we were getting all kinds of feedback in the
Crazy
headphones.
feedback.
So I was like, screw it. I would just take it off, and I'll use the original soundboard that I had on my phone. So right now we're
And it
using
works.
now we're using the soundboard on the phone, and we're going to make the call to Jackie on your phone.
Yep.
And we will talk to her about Bigfoots, and we will do that as
Bigfoots.
soon as Bigfoots. Bigfoots.
Is
You wouldn't
multiple?
say-
Is it
you
big
wouldn't say-
feet?
No,
Multiple? Kind of like.
no, that's what people have. Like me,
Oh, yeah.
I have big feet. I
Well,
don't have
you know,
big
you
foot
think
unless
the
I had one
plural of
amputated.
Bigfoot would be big feet.
No, I think you're wrong.
Like goose and geese.
But Bigfoot and big feet.
Bigfooters.
Yeah,
Bigfootites.
big what?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot what?
Bigfootites.
Bigfootites.
Maybe that's the people that go hunting for them are Bigfootites. Could be. Did I just invent a new word?
Again, dumbass.
Yeah, no, you're wrong. But no, they are Bigfoot researchers. Like we are
Gotcha.
paranormal investigators.
I gotcha.
Not ghost hunters.
Gotcha.
They are Bigfoot researchers.
I gotcha.
Okay. Or
I'm on that level right now.
really?
Just
Because
now.
you said big feet.
I said just now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we will take a quick break, and we are going to get Miss Jackie on the line, and we will be back, and we will talk about big feet.
You're listening to Parrot Talk with Easton Seco Seekers, a new perspective in paranormal talk radio.
Hey, it's Steven from Parrot Talk. Do you have a story to share? Call us at 865-264-0448 to explain your paranormal experience, or to share your favorite ghost story, or to even give us a topic you'd like us to discuss. We understand if you want to keep anonymous, so the choice is yours to share your name with your story. So call 865-264-0448 now and have your experiences heard on the next episode of Parrot Talk. Parrot Talk. Parrot Talk. All right, guys, I'm Steven. I'm back.
I'm Andrea, and I'm back.
All right, I'm super excited.
Me too.
Okay, so we've been doing this podcast for 9 months.
Yeah, thereabouts.
And I've been wanting to talk cryptozoology for 9 months.
Actually, probably about 9 years.
Oh, you're probably right. Yeah. I'm finally getting my chance.
You are.
Yes, I am super excited. So right now, without further ado, I would like to introduce Jackie Krohn. Hello, Jackie.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Welcome to the
everybody out
show.
there's doing fine.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, you've got me sitting here like a giddy little schoolgirl.
He is so pumped.
So, I was looking at your website that you sent me, and I saw the first thing that caught my eye was you were 14 years old when you saw
Yes, I was.
a Bigfoot.
That's crazy.
Yes.
So,
And it's
can you go through that story and let our listeners hear how that happened?
Yeah. I live in Huntingburg, Indiana. And where I live now, it's about 15 minutes away. It was August of 1976, and it was an afternoon. It was hot, and there used to be an old bridge there with trees and everything growing over each other, and it was cool and had water there.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat on my bike for a while, and about 10 minutes passed, and all of a sudden, I got this feeling that somebody or something was watching me. And to my left side, I looked, and I'm not good with measurements. It was about 6 big trees down, and there it stood, 7.5, 8 feet tall.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
And he was completely black eyes, and we just stood there for maybe 30 seconds or so, just staring at each other. And I heard another noise behind me on my right side, and I looked because I didn't want something coming up behind me.
Right.
And I turned around, he was gone.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Crazy fast.
But he didn't have no intention of hurting me. My husband goes out with me, and it's starting to get that time of the year where I want to be out every weekend. And we're going to Hoosier State Forest. Nobody goes back there.
Wow.
Oh, that's going to be
Nobody.
amazing. That's going to be so much fun.
You know, the couple that hunts together stays together.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Actually, my husband, when he was younger, he actually saw one too.
Really?
Down in Derby. Yeah.
Wow.
He was a little kid, and he was staying with his brother. And his brother came in, got the gun, and told Louis to stay inside, and he didn't. And you could see,
What a rebel.
he said you could see this hairy thing at the edge of the barn.
Wow.
So he had seen one, and so we go to Derby now.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's so much wilderness. A lot of it's not been searched or anything, and that's where we want to go, where people haven't been, because you have
New
a better
area.
chance of finding one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because all the reports that I've seen, you know, and I've read over the years, I mean, they're either in like the thickest, densest part of the wilderness, you know, where a lot of people don't go, you know, near water, or the crazy ones where it's just like going across the road in front of a car, you know? I mean, and you hear those stories all the time, and it's just, okay, my first question for you.
Okay.
Where do you think Bigfoots originated from? I mean, I've read things where people think that they're aliens, where people think that, you know, they're the startings of man that just didn't.
I think
Completely
they
evolved.
originated from like up around in Canada, and they came down. Because you hear a lot about Alaska, how they're there so much,
Right.
and they crossed over from Canada, and I think they just move on.
Right.
Well, and it kind of makes sense
they
with
just
all the
make their way down to us, and I know Washington State. I know that's pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
You see one all up there where I would love to go. But
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah. I mean, there's lots of reports from Washington State.
It makes sense that they would be coming from a colder climate. I mean, they're covered in fur
Yeah. Yeah.
or hair.
Yeah.
Like it's fur?
Yeah. In August, I've been invited to go to Kentucky to speak.
Nice.
Very cool.
This year we're going.
Very
That is
cool.
awesome.
And is that a Bigfoot convention or?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's
It's
so
a
cool.
conference.
And what's the name of that?
It's just a Bigfoot conference.
Oh, okay. All
That's
right.
cool.
It's in Kentucky, and I didn't get to go last year, but this year I'm going.
Very cool. And what part of Kentucky?
My husband and I done made plans to go. So.
Got to plan ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this a long time.
What part of Kentucky will that be in?
Henderson.
Henderson. Okay.
It's about an hour away from us.
Okay.
That's
It's
not bad.
Like you get right in to go across the bridge, and there it's pretty well. It's right there.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. So, since you had your experience at 14, when did you get serious about wanting to learn more and getting into the whole research part of the Bigfoot or Sasquatch?
About 6 years ago.
Okay.
That's when I started getting Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I started, looking at people's profiles and all these Bigfoot researchers and hunters, everything, was there. So I took the most experienced ones and I've asked them questions so I could learn.
Yeah.
And they've taught me things,
No.
what to look for and everything.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's the way, we're paranormal investigators. Me and my wife, that's actually how we met, was through the paranormal field. And, that's how we learn our craft is, by teaming up with other people. And so I've been doing this since 2001. She's been doing this since 2012. And in our group, we've got there's 4 members in our group, and we've got close to 40 years experience in our group. So
Wow. That's awesome.
yeah, we love it. We love it.
I'll still be doing it at 70.
There you go. Yeah.
Amen, sister.
Yeah, that's our intentions too. I want to do this as long as my legs will let me get up and walk through the dark. So
My husband makes a joke, and he'll tell people, that's all she talks about is Bigfoot.
that's okay. All I talk about is ghosts.
I mean, I got my pink cap and my pink shirt with Bigfoot on it, so I'm all ready. So
Yeah.
got my walking stick and everything.
There you go.
So are there special precautions that you take, going out?
No. No. My husband wanted to take a gun, and I wouldn't take a gun because I believe that would make him
Feel
see us as a
threatened,
threat.
maybe?
Yeah, threat, and I don't want him to feel threatened.
I
want to be able to.
I did a little bit of research, and I did read that that they are, I think, a little bit more susceptible to approaching children, if that, because they don't feel threatened by them. And, maybe that's why, you were able to see it as close as you did when you were 14, was because,
Because it felt safe.
Yeah, it knew that you weren't a threat to it.
Yeah, and there is a lot of stories, but if you go out and they're very intelligent. They are.
Oh yeah, very.
And they're smarter than humans. Be able to keep the bones and stuff, of their groups dying.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't like that, and I don't want to ever feel threatened. I want to be able to make contact with them and learn.
Yeah, because
what
I
wanna
read that, because gorillas and stuff, in the wild, they'll, when their family members die and stuff, they'll dig a hole and actually bury the family members. And, I've read that, that's one of the theories with why, people haven't discovered bones and stuff from the Bigfoots is
because they bury them.
They're burying their own, So.
Oh, yeah. There's 700 million acres that have not been explored.
Wow.
That's a lot. That's bigger than our backyard.
That is.
That's big.
So have you ever, I know that I've heard they actually have I guess sounds that they make, like a yell.
Yeah.
Have you heard them?
They sound like a screaming woman.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Or they'll go, they'll go, they make other noise. I can't really.
Right.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, that is cool.
Like that.
And they knock. They
Oh, yeah.
They hit on trees or something.
Which I was telling Jackie the other day when we were messaging back and forth, when we went with your family down to those cabins and was camping out. Me and your dad and Tyler, your brother, were outside that night, and we're out there drinking a beer, chilling, and we hear this knock twice, boom, boom, sound like a knock on a tree. It was down in the gorge and up on the other ridge.
Right.
And so, I'm being a dumbass, and I go grab another stick, and I hit the tree too. And it did it again, and we got a response. I was like, nope, I'm going inside. So I went inside, but your dad and Tyler stayed out there, and then they came in 30 minutes later, and they said they could hear stuff in the woods there, limbs crushing and all that. And so that's when they decided to come back inside. So, but
they were like, mating call or something.
What's funny about that is before you guys even got out of your car to get in, they done knew you were there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They was done watching you.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy.
You was no threat.
Right. Yeah.
They gotta stay on guard.
Oh, of course. I mean, how many years?
Yeah.
How many years have they gone unseen and undetected? And
now everybody's looking for them.
Yeah. I mean, it's
and these groups that want to go out and kill one, I don't think no.
I'm totally against that. Totally against that.
You go out in the woods like people like me, and you try to learn as much as you can.
Yeah.
Well, it is all about the research. You want to learn so you can spread the word.
Mm-hmm.
The more I learn, the happier I am.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm
My
sure.
husband is. But yeah,
So,
it's awesome.
was it hard for you to get your husband talked into going out and wandering the woods with you?
No, because he doesn't want me to go by myself.
Okay.
He says I'll get lost.
That sounds like me.
Yeah. Except you get lost in town.
I am directionally challenged.
But so if you had the opportunity to go anywhere in the world to investigate and research, where would that one place be? Oh, I think we lost her.
I think we did. Let's try to get her back.
Yeah, let's take a little break here and we will get her back on the line. I think she had a little disruption there.
Or us.
Or us. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we will be right back with Jackie.
You're listening to Parrot Talk with East and Seco Seekers, a new perspective in paranormal talk radio.
Okay, we're back with Jackie. We had a little technical difficulties there. That seems to be the theme tonight.
I know. It's going along with everything that we've been doing tonight. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just yakking away.
All right, before we got cut off there, I was asking a question. If you had the opportunity to go anywhere in the world and spend 1 month investigating and researching Bigfoot, where would that one place be and why?
Washington State, because you bound to see them. I mean, it's popular that they are there. So many sightings and everything, that's where I would go.
Yeah,
I would agree with
totally.
that.
Run
I
out
agree
the middle
totally.
of 'em.
I
Yeah.
mean, there's so much untouched land up there, and so thick and dense, and I mean, I could
That's-
totally see that.
Yeah.
And it's right there at Canada, so
Yeah. Hey.
easy crossover.
Yeah. That would be my choice too. I would go to Washington State. I mean, because number one, it has the moisture. Mm-hmm. It has the dense woods.
And it's right there on the water, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they get,
And they have their food source right
Oh
there.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Deer.
Yeah.
And whatever, fruits.
Yeah. The vegetation and wildlife is plentiful there.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd just throw me a tent and make me a little fire and stay there. I'd be happy.
Oh, I would be right there with you and be happy. That would be awesome. Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, yeah, I really want to do that sometime.
So-
Hopefully I get to travel before too long.
So there in your area in Indiana, do you know how many sightings there has been of Bigfoots?
Mine and one other.
Wow.
But up down where we were going, Perry County, it's pretty good sightings there.
Mm-hmm.
And in Crawford County, like English, Indiana,
Mm-hmm.
up through there, I've gotten contact with the people up there, and they're going to show me where places are. They have been spotted.
Awesome.
So I don't know anybody else that does research around my area,
Right.
where I live. I live in southern part of Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Up northern part, like Indianapolis, now they have people to do stuff, but I think I'm the only one around here that does it.
Yeah. And you drug your husband into the mix.
Oh, yeah. He drug himself into it.
He knew what he was getting into, right?
Yeah, I think he's more excited about, seeing one again. So.
Yeah, I mean, see, we have been investigating lately down in like southern Tennessee, and it's outside of Chattanooga at an old dam out there, and the owners of the dam, the last time we were there, we were actually talking about Bigfoots, and Jeff, one of the owners, he's seen one twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, twice down in Georgia, because they live in Georgia and they drive from Georgia up to Tennessee to take care of the dam. And he's seen one twice. And I used to work with a guy that he was telling me a story about a family reunion that he had went to. And him and his cousins, they go taking off, through the field, playing roughhousing and all that, and get about, 400 or 500 yards away from the adults and start to go over top this little ridge. And at the bottom of the ridge, he said they look and said there was something down there. They was like eating on a deer. And at first they thought it was a bear until it stood up and it looked just like a grown man, but it was covered in fur and huge. And he said he stood there, unable to move, unable to scream. And he said it grabbed the deer by the antlers and drug it into the woods there. And he watched it. And when he turned around, everybody was gone. He said his cousins were, 200 yards away from him running. And
I would love to see something like that.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I think I would be like scared, like crazy, but I would like to be able to see one.
Yeah.
Just to say, oh my gosh, I saw one.
Yeah. Say
Yeah,
it is real.
Yeah.
It is real.
I mean, I believe in them. I totally believe they're around.
Yeah.
But until you actually get to see one, then it's kind of like, I just want to be able to say I know they're real.
Yeah. I mean, there's too many things
Yeah,
on
it's
this
something
earth.
you'll never forget.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would stick with you forever, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because just that, the story I was telling you about, us camping and hearing those knocks. I mean, I can still, like, if I think about it, I can hear those knocks in my head. So I know if I saw something, that stuff would stick,
And I start thinking about, times that we've been up to, like, is it Big Ridge or
yeah, Big Ridge, South Fork.
Big South Fork. And, you're out there camping, and then you hear things when we go on our little hikes, and it's kind of like, we're thinking it's maybe like
a bobcat,
or a bear or something like that, which that would scare me too, to come up on a bear. But and then you start talking about this, and it's like maybe that maybe it was that close.
Because
let's just say if you hear something that sounds like a woman screaming or making other noises, and you smell something.
Yeah, because they're supposed to smell really, really bad.
Yeah, they stink really bad. They stink like dead dogs.
Really?
Garbage stuff. Yeah, they stink.
Oh.
Because all that, when they kill something, all that blood and stuff,
Yeah.
They just...
Yeah, because it gets
them.
in their fur and their hair and just coagulates and, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Well,
I mean, with that kind of description, I'm not sure if I want to get that close to it.
Well, you would probably smell it before you ever saw it.
Well, just the smell.
Oh, yeah. You'll smell it.
Oh.
And I really don't think... No, I know from my heart they don't mean no harm to us.
Yeah.
Unless we bring it to them.
Yeah. Because if they did, I think they would already taken care of us.
Yeah.
I
mean, with their sheer size and
they're going to be
they
a
weigh
lot
like
stronger than
600
us.
to 900 pounds or something. 600 to 900 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, the sheer force that they would have, they would take care of us, no problem.
Yeah.
We would be
they'd snap your bones.
We would be the extinct ones, endangered.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, now you got me all interested. I think you converted me.
It's something different. It's awesome. It's just being able to go out and try to, you look for signs like branches, footprints, hair.
So, have you found any footprints or hair or anything?
No. But hopefully that'll change.
Yeah.
And if I do find stuff, I got a place where I'll send it to a lab, and they'll test it for me.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Now, do they make huts, like housing for themselves? I thought I had heard somewhere that like they'll take trees
they
and
make they take tree branches and leaves and all that and make a little, like a cover, like a little hut.
Yeah.
And they put hay, whatever they can find, to make a little bedding.
Wow, that is just that's crazy. That's awesome. That is so cool. Yeah,
it is. I can't wait until it gets warm around here and quits raining, so we can get out.
Lord, I know
I
that.
drop everything and I'm gone.
You're like, all right, it's time to go.
So, do you have a trip planned for the future, like coming up?
I keep telling my husband it's getting time. He says, yes, it is. So maybe with the next couple weeks.
Oh, let us know how that goes.
Yeah, you will have to.
I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know what's going on and stuff. But
well, I'm saying it right now. If you get evidence, I got dibs on an interview with you.
No problem.
Yes.
This is the first interview anybody's even offered to do.
Well,
So
I feel honored.
I
guys.
do. Yeah, we feel honored, and let me just say, you have done an amazing job.
Yes.
So, if you ever get offers for interviews in the future, you jump all over it.
I will, but I'll let you guys do it first.
Awesome. We'll take it.
Yes, we will. We are totally honored.
But I'll let you know what happens. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, what I find. Hopefully we'll find something.
Well, that'll be great.
I'm pulling for you.
Yeah. I'm hoping you do. I would love for you guys to get out there and find some hair or even a footprint. I mean, if you could find something.
Even a pile of crap, I'd
Yeah.
be happy with.
Oh, heck yeah. 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 I mean, because there's DNA in that.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah. I'm going to leave them little presents up in the tree,
There you go.
like apples,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
peanut butter on it. That's what they like.
Draw 'em
They like
in.
peanut butter.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, it sounds like you have a plan.
Oh, yeah. I'm always thinking about a plan.
The
There-
next
when it
adventure.
comes to this.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Jackie, we're going to go ahead and end it right about here. I just want to thank you
Yes, thank you so much.
so much for taking time out of your evening. I know you were doing testing today at the hospital, and I know you're probably tired, so that's another reason why we're going to cut it short this evening, because I know you need to get some rest. And when you guys go and take your trip, if you guys have any interaction whatsoever, be sure and let me know, and we'll get you back on here and you can tell all about it.
I'll Facebook you and let you know what all went on. and everything.
Perfect.
That
I'll
sounds
let
terrific.
you guys know first.
That-
Because you guys
Awesome.
was nice enough to do this for me. So when people do good things, nice things for somebody, they don't have to. I repay them.
Well, we appreciate you so much. I mean, we'll do what we can to get you out there too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and maybe I
That'd
can
be
make some connections for you and get somebody maybe you and your husband go hunting with.
Yeah, that would be neat.
All right.
Just tell them they can't take no guns.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me work on that, and I will see what I can do. And because I've got tons of friends on here that do this, so maybe I can get you guys linked up with someone close to you, and you guys can go have you a little weekend somewhere.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
All
I
right,
would
well-
love that.
Well, as soon as I hear something, I'll reach out, and as soon as I hear something, I will let you know.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Thank you again, Jackie.
thank you,
we
Jackie.
appreciate you.
We so appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
All right, and you have a wonderful night.
And stay safe out
You
there.
too.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. That was Jackie.
I'm speechless because that was just one of those things where now, okay, talking to somebody that does that has definitely piqued my interest even more because, like I said, anytime you go camping out in the woods, you're out there. I mean, camping in the woods, not like at a campsite or anything, but you're out there, you go for hikes, you're wandering around, and then things you hear,
Yeah.
now
You're thinking about it. aren't you?
exactly. It's going to be in
your
the
head.
back of my head the whole
Yeah.
time. I'm going to be all like, ooh, what was that?
Oh, son of a bitch. It was a Bigfoot. It's a big feet.
I didn't bring my Jack's links.
It's a big feet.
How many big feet are there? No, I will take a little bit more time to sit back when I go out and listen, because now I want to see one.
Yeah.
I want to, as gross as it sounds, I want to, smell it. I want to experience that. I don't want to
That sounded disgusting.
I know. That's why I said it sounds gross, but it's just one of those things where that's part of the experience, right?
It totally is. Yeah.
And seeing things. I don't necessarily want to pick up the poop.
But you would if you found it.
Well, what if?
Because I'd have to hold the bag.
But I'm just like, okay. What if we're walking down a trail or walking in the woods and we see this pile of poop and we're like, oh, look, there's poop. Yes, that would be my thought.
Right. Yeah.
But my thought would be, oh, look, bear.
Bear scat.
It'd be bear poop.
You called the shit poop.
Yes, it's poop. But
Hey, Steve, when you hear this back, Andrew called the shit poop.
hush your mouth. But seriously, that's not going to be on the forefront of my mind to think, hey, I need to pick up all this, random poop in the woods.
Well, Well, I'm
going to be looking
sure
for
that it would be a larger quantity than what one of us would put out.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. A bear. You're you know, you got to think that, you know, Sasquatch is, you know, 600 to 900 pounds. Well, there's a lot of bears out there that are about that big too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not, you know, well versed in the looks of poops and what animals produce them. I mean, maybe I need to do some research on animal and creature poop.
Maybe we need to sign you up for some online classes on animal scat.
Where's that dadgum crickets when you need it? But I mean, it that does pique my interest now. I think actually I want to see that video if you can find that from that 1950s.
Oh, you've
thing.
Yeah, I
want to see that now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But I'm not gonna lie, I still love Harry and the Hendersons.
I know you do.
Kind of made me sad.
You know, I honestly don't even remember that movie. I know I watched it.
Right.
You know, back in 1988 or whenever it was it came out.
I don't even remember.
But yeah, I don't remember.
It had Bigfoot in it.
Well, I know that. That's why I probably watched it. But I don't remember. You know, I remember what he looks like because you see the picture all the time. His big cheesy smile.
No, you just wanted to give him a big hug.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure if we saw Bigfoot out there, you wouldn't want to give him a big hug.
That would be the last thing I would want to do is
Yeah.
go, hey, give me a hug.
Come here.
I'm not dangerous. Just hug me.
I have beef jerky. And then, see ya.
Because then he'd probably be all like, oh, no. And then chase me.
Yeah.
And then I'd scream. And then that would scare him even more. And
Right.
then he would run faster, and then I would trip. And
It would be
gosh,
like a
now
bad,
this is sounding
scary
really
movie.
scary.
It would be like a bad, scary movie. She fell down 47 times, and he still didn't catch her.
I'd be gone after the first one.
Yeah. But again, we would like to thank Jackie for taking time out of her day. I know she had messaged me earlier today and said that she had to go to the hospital and have tests run. Apparently she had a seizure some time back, and they're trying to find out why she had the seizure. So if everybody listening would, you know, just keep Jackie in your prayers, and again, keep Steve's family in your prayers. We would totally appreciate all that. Jackie seems like a really nice lady.
Oh my gosh.
Really nice lady.
I love her already.
Yeah, I wanted to give her a hug through the microphone.
know.
Yeah, because she just had that tone like, you know, somebody's grandmother that made you cookies. And I just wanted to give her a hug. So, but
we really, really appreciate Jackie for being on. And, you know, if anybody else has a story, if anybody else has seen a Bigfoot, a Sasquatch.
And if anybody listening, you know, would like to hook up with Jackie and her husband Louis,
let us know and we'll get you guys hooked up.
we'll get you guys hooked up, and you can take these guys out and have a good weekend and let them investigate, and you guys investigate, and who knows what you guys would find.
You might find Steven out there doing the same thing.
You may. Who knows? Yeah. Or I would be the one, you know, running scared. So who knows?
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know how you would handle that until it happens.
I know. I think that's kind of like what I'm thinking right now is like, I wonder how I would react. Would I be scared? Would I be all like, duh? You know, I don't know. I really don't know.
How would you react?
Maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know I love you. Yeah. Well, guys, it's coming up on that time. I know usually we're going on for an hour or so, but I'm tired. It's been a long day, and this bad weather here in Tennessee has just sucked the life out of me today.
Yeah.
Let me share a little story real quick before we get off here. So, we had plans today to go do a photo shoot.
I was thinking, wait, what plans did we have?
we had plans today. We were going to do a team photo shoot.
Which we still have plans for.
Yes, that's coming up. But we had to reschedule because of Steve's having to leave, which is not a problem at all.
No.
So then we were going to just hang out and watch TV and chill and do a podcast. And
We've pretty much done that.
Except I wound up working on the website all day long. My mind is so tired right now.
But at least you didn't have to cook.
Well, I hadn't got to that part of the story yet. So we were going to grill some pork chops and have a good dinner. And every freaking time I walked out the door, it would start raining.
It was like, and he's back.
Yeah.
And he's not. And he's back. And he's not.
Every single time.
Until finally he was like, screw it. Find something else.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what we're eating. Y'all fend for yourself. Find something to eat. Because
I just checked you. It's done.
Dinner's done.
Dinner's done.
Okay. You've been listening to Parrot Talk. No, for real. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening. We want to send out a special thank you to Jackie Krohn for taking time out of her day.
Yes, thank
and
you.
talking with us. It was Jackie's first interview ever, and I am honored to have been the team that got to do her first interview.
I'm excited.
I know by the sounds of it, it made her day, and by it making her day, it totally made mine.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, everyone, when you listen to our podcast, if you could give us a rating, that totally helps other people find us. It pushes us up the line where when people want to hear something about the paranormal,
we're there.
We're there. And go check out our Facebook page. It's easttnghostseekers.org. And no, that's not our Facebook page. See, I'm tired. I've been looking at the computer.
I'm sitting here like,
yeah.
No.
I said that because I've been working on the website all day. That's our website.
Facebook is East TN Ghost Seekers.
Yes. And then our website is easttnghostseekers.org, where my eyes have been all day. You can check us out on Instagram. I try to post some pictures as often as I can. It's just ET Ghost Seekers on Instagram.
There's kind of a theme there.
There is, yeah.
East TN Ghost Seekers.
Except the Instagram is ET Ghost Seekers.
Close enough.
Wrong. Try again.
I'm going to hit you with this pin. You better duck.
Well, see, you're screwed because I don't have the new soundboard because it's not charged. So I'm having to use these old
Not
sounds.
my fault.
Yeah. Anyway, but check us out on all the social media.
We're on the socials.
We're on the socials, on the interwebs.
We are on the interwebs.
Yep. And again, Monday night we will be interviewed, me, Andrea, and Steve, by the girls at Vag, the Vodka and Ghost podcast.
You get a little too much enjoyment out of that, don't you?
I'm loving that. If it wasn't, already taken, I'd say, be like, Steve, let's have a Vagcast.
Oh my gosh. And he would do it.
He would totally do it. Let's do a Vagcast, dude. Yeah. And he would totally do it.
Thank you, Vodka and Ghost, for taking that name.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
No, we're super excited about being on their podcast.
Everybody go check them out on Facebook.
This is going to be our first to be interviewed
on a podcast.
on a podcast.
Yep.
Well, actually,
It's your first interview.
My first interview.
Yeah, because you haven't done the radio thing with me and Steve.
No, I was working
Every time.
every time.
Sorry about that.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. And if you guys are interested in those radio interviews, they're probably on our Facebook page somewhere. Just scroll.
Scroll and scroll and scroll.
Scroll.
Because that was like 2013?
No.
No, 2014.
No.
Was it not that?
No.
Okay, 2015.
2015, no. Yeah, probably 2015, 2016. It was
Somewhere in there.
Around when we got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 2015.
Yep.
I know you were sitting there thinking about it.
No, I was trying to think of when it was before Halloween.
When they went with us?
No, it was before Halloween when You did
The first one.
Yeah, because we investigated their building.
Yeah, the radio station.
Yep,
That's what it's called.
Sorry.
We investigated the radio
I've got
station.
like 40 different thoughts in my brain right now, and I'm trying to process them all, and that's just not working for me.
So for any of you guys that tuned out after we got done with Jackie's interview,
Sorry.
no, you're probably better off. But
Remember those ramblings we were talking about?
We're doing it right now.
Right now.
Yeah, because I'm hungry.
So
and
anyway,
I'm tired,
thank you everyone for tuning
and
in.
I just want to go to bed.
And we really appreciate Jackie for being on the show. And we
Yes,
are looking forward
and
to being on
The Vagcast.
Vodka Ghost podcast. Yes.
Vagcast.
Girls, you are more than welcome to kick his butt whenever you see him.
Vagcast.
So, if you want to check us out on all of our social medias, we appreciate it. If you want to give us some feedback, we appreciate it. And give us a rating on our podcast.
Yes.
So we can get out there to the masses.
The masses.
So thanks, everybody. We appreciate you all. We thank you all.
Wait a second. All I had to do was talk about vages, and you would start talking more on the podcast, and I wouldn't have dry mouth all the time? What the hell? Jeez.
Man, I was trying to hold off as long as possible on that.
All right, guys. Well, until next time, we appreciate you guys listening to Paratalk, and we will have another episode coming up soon. Probably recording one next weekend, since it's too hard to do it during the week.
Yes.
So, but
Stay tuned.
stay tuned. And we will be with the Vag Girls on Monday. And sorry, I had to do it one more time. But until then, I'm Steven.
I'm Andrea.
And you've been listening to Paratalk.
And that's all, folks.
Hey, it's Steven from Paratalk. Do you have a story to share? Call us at 865-264-0448 to explain your paranormal experience, or to share your favorite ghost story, or to even give us a topic you would like us to discuss. We understand if you want to keep anonymous, so the choice is yours to share your name with your story. So call 865-264-0448 now and have your experiences heard on the next episode of Paratalk.